Good morning. It's Monday, April 12th. We are over a year into this pandemic. And now the question is running through my mind. When will it end? Where are we now? Every time I turn around, there's a new variant that is cropping up in some other part of the world. And there's no definitive answer as to whether the current set of vaccines are going to continue to work their miracles on these new variations. It seems to me that COVID-19 has a mind of its own, and it is determined to live forever. It is not unusual for diseases like this to mutate, but this one seems to know all the answers. Somehow or other, it manages to mutate and create fear among its enemies. Just recently, according to interviews executed by Reuters with 18 specialists who have been closely tracking the pandemic and working to curb its impact, had initially hoped that this virus would be largely contained similar to the way that the measles had been contained. In recent weeks, these new variations from South Africa and Brazil have caused the optimism to disappear. They now believe that the SARS-CoV-2 will not only remain with us as an endemic virus, continuing to circulate in communities, but it will likely cause a significant burden of illness and death for years to come. That's a dire prediction. And so based upon that prediction, we may be wearing masks for a long time. Mask wearing may become a routine, and avoiding crowded places will put you at especially high risk. And think about that. Think about a child growing up and into his manhood or womanhood still wearing a mask. Is that a frightening thought? Unable to kiss your mom and dad at an instant because you've always got your mouth covered. Right now we can all accept wearing masks after vaccination and everything. But do we want to be wearing masks in 2 or 5 years from now? I don't think so. I don't think we do. But the virus thinks otherwise. It's happy to change from one variant to another, fighting for its life. So right now, there will be new vaccines. There will be other variations to the vaccines created. And the good sign in this thing is that the vaccines have helped prevent hospitalizations and death, even when many of the new variants are the cause of the infection. And we have many vaccine manufacturers developing booster shots and new inoculations that may provide a higher level of efficacy against the variants. But the variants are annoying, to say the least, and dangerous because they seem to be cropping up all over the world. But the scientists will continue to learn, continue to study, continue to figure out how humans' immune systems can be given the ability to combat the viruses. One thing is certain. COVID-19 is worse than the flu. And so while we are in the summertime here right now, and we don't expect the COVID to go crazy, many are preparing for the next winter, in which case they believe that COVID-19 could have 4 times as many hospitalizations as the flu. And this is a rough estimate based upon the 65% effective vaccine ratio right now. So many are predicting as many as 200,000 U.S. deaths related to the COVID-19 in the next winter period. And this is based upon the U.S. government's estimates of annual flu fatalities. That's a dire prediction, considering that most of us are very happy we've got at least 1 or 2 shots. We're feeling much better. The CDC is loosening restrictions. Everybody's talking about kids going to school in person in the winter, in the next school semester. And then we have people who are predicting 200,000 more deaths. So COVID-19 is not giving up that easily. If you measure the U.S. predictions of when we're going to return to a normal lifestyle, and who knows what they consider a normal lifestyle these days. Right now, they're talking about March 2022. That's a year away. In fact, in Israel, they give everybody a green pass. It's an immunity document to people who have recovered from COVID-19. And it allows them to go into hotels or theaters. But that document is only good for 6 months because nobody is sure how long this immunity caused by the vaccines is going to last. So the future doesn't look too bright in my mind. And the question is, and nobody has an answer to this question, when will it end? When will I be able to shake somebody's hand? When will an elbow bump not be sufficient anymore? When will I be able to take off my mask when I'm out of my house? These are questions, unfortunately, that are going to linger with us for a long time. And so I leave you with that thought today. When will it end? I'll see you in the morning. Bye.